So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to put this Raven on our knives. We got some nice drop point hunters here with some natural wood. Got a little bit of a Skinner knife up there with some natural wood. And we're going to get that Raven to be put onto the knife today. Got 11 knives here. Some Green River butcher knives and some historical Skinners of some sort. Do not know what. Alright, so we have the blade here. It's been ground, heat treated, and tempered, as you can see by the straw color there. Cleaned up on the one side that we're going to be etching on. Now, some people like to laser engrave. Does look a lot better, yes, but it's far out of my budget at this point. So, for pennies on the dollar, you can get a 9-volt battery, some leads, a little metal coil to do your etching with, some salt water, and some tape. We can get it done. So, I'm going to print your label. Now this is just a label maker with stencil paper. Does a decent enough job. You're going to get your scissors, cut around it so you can get a nice seal on the tape. Going to prep your tape in advance if you're smart enough. And then we're going to tape this up on here. Make sure you don't get your tape into your design. If you can swing it around the light, you can see where your design's at. And before that happens, we are going to wash the blade down with some 91% alcohol so the tape can stick on there. Wait for that to dry. Maybe wipe it with a paper towel, get a little bit off. You're going to want to line your logo up to where you want it, right above the bevel line, and hopefully it's straight. We're basically just going to box this in with tape, everything but the logo. I like to pull and then push down so that it's flat and level. It doesn't get a little bubble in the stencil paper. I'm going to do the tops and bottom. Should look something like that. Can't see much now, but it'll come out eventually. Take your lead, connect your battery, take your red one, stick it on the metal somewhere, and we're going to get a piece of paper towel. Going to dip that in some salt water. Don't want it soaking wet, but you do want it moist. I'm going to stick that on top. And we're just going to hold the other lead on it. Pretty simple. I weigh it down with a little piece of brass. And then we wait 2 to 3 minutes. Peel this off. Now you can kind of see. Looks nasty. So we're going to take this alcohol rag again, get that gunk off of there. Hit it with a little WD-40. And some 320 grit sandpaper to clean that up. it back off. You got yourself an engraving. Any tips for you fellow blade makers? It is easier to prep them all before engraving or etching. It does help with the flow of the entire project, so where you're not breaking to cut tape and cut your paper towels to size and whatnot. Just get them all ready and just start rotating them out through the little battery setup. And another thing I forgot to mention, with this etching, whenever you peel it off and get that nasty stuff on there, you want to get that off as soon as possible, or it will start to spread out into the knife and like discolor the rest of the knife. So that is something you want to take care of kind of right away. You can kind of leave them like that before you hit them with a WD-40 and sand them down, but you just want to get this nasty stuff off of them, that oxidation, whatever they call it, type thing. And yeah, I'll come back when they're all done. Alright, here we're just finishing up the last knife of the 12. They went pretty good. Took about 2 hours to get 12 of them done, all said and done. This is a part of the video where I ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Got a giveaway. Every first of the month we will be giving away a knife to a lucky subscriber. All you gotta do is like, comment, share the video, would help. I will pick a comment at random to give a knife away for free, as long as you're in the United States. Maybe Canada. Probably Canada. I just don't know if I'm allowed to ship knives to Canada and whatnot, but it does not exclude you. If you have any ideas or want to see anything else, any future content like making sheaths, the full process of making the knife, just drop that in the comments and we will do it. And the best way to support the channel would be contact us at Raven Ridge and buy a knife. We do handmade knives. What you see here is handmade knives. If you got a custom knife design that you have in your head, we can put it in your hands. Thank you. And one more thing I forgot to mention. This only works on carbon steel knives. If you have a stainless steel knife that you want to engrave yourself or do for your company, or you're just making knives yourself, you're going to have to find something else. Because this is basically just accelerating the rust process on the knife. And that's why that if you don't wipe it off right away, it will spread and look discolored and not look so pretty.